Hi, let's continue with important questions on arithmetic progression part 3. So question number 14. The fourth term of an AP is equal to 3 times the first term and the seventh term exceeds twice the third by 1. Find the first term and the common difference. So in this question as well, we'll suppose let the first term be A and the common difference be D. After this, the question has said fourth term means T4. The fourth term is equal to 3 times the first term. First term is T1, isn't this? Okay. Or T4 is given by A plus 4 minus 1D equal to 3 into first term. First term means A. A itself is a first term, isn't that? Or we can write this as A plus 3D equal to 3A. Or let's simplify this one. We can write this as 3D is equal to 3A minus A. Or it is 3D is equal to 2A. Or it is 3D by 2 is equal to A. This is our equation 1. Is this clear? Again, question has said the seventh term means T7 exceeds twice the third by 1 means T7 exceeds. Exceeds means greater. For example, we have 5 and 3. Which one is greater? 5 is greater. 5 is greater than 3 by how much? By 2. So we say 5 exceeds 3 by 2. Is this clear? 5 exceeds 3 by 2. It means 5 is equal to 3 plus 2. 5 exceeds 3 by 2. Is this clear? Okay. So question has said the seventh term exceeds twice the third by 1. Seventh term exceeds twice the third term by 1. Is this clear? Okay. So or T7. T7 means A plus 6D equal to 2 and T3 means A plus 2D plus 1 as it is. Or let's simplify this one. A plus 6D equal to 2A plus 4D plus 1. Or it is 2A minus A equal to 6D minus 4D minus 1. I hope this is clear to you. Or it is A equal to how much? 2D minus 1. I hope this is clear to you. Let's suppose this as equation 2. Now we will solve equation 1 and equation 2 to get the value of A and D. So solving equation 1 and 2, we get 3D by 2 is equal to 2D minus 1. Isn't it? Because in both equation 1 and 2 there is A. If A is same, then remaining portion must be also same. Okay. Or it is 3D equal to 2 in bracket 2D minus 1. Or it is 3D equal to 4D minus 2. Or it is 3D minus 4D equal to minus 2. Or it is minus D equal to minus 2. Minus minus cancelled. Therefore, D is equal to 2. Now let's put this value of d either in equation 1 or in equation 2, wherever you want. So putting d equal to 2 in equation 1, we get a equal to 3 into d. D is 2 over 2. So ultimately we are getting a as 3 because 2 and 2 cancel. I hope this is clear. So ultimately we have found the first term as 3 and the common difference as 2. Therefore, the first term is 3 and common difference is 2. That's all. Now let's go to next question. Question number 15. An AP consists of 60 terms. If the first and the last terms be 7 and 125 respectively, find the 32nd term. So here we are given total number of terms as 60. So of course n is equal to 60 and first term is given as 7 and the last term is T60 because altogether there are 60 terms. So last term is 125, isn't this? But we know T60 is given by a formula. Which is the formula? A plus 60 minus 1D. Isn't that equal to 125? Again, we have the value of A. How much is A? A is 7. So, 7 plus 59, sorry, it is 59. 59D is equal to 125. Or, we can simplify this one. It is 59 D equal to 125 minus 7. It is equal to 118 or D is equal to 118 divided by 59 which is equal to 2. Therefore, D is equal to 2. We have found the value of D. Now we will calculate 32nd term, that is T32. We know T32 is given by A plus 31D equal to A. How much is A? A is 7 by equation. So 7 plus 31D. How much is D? D is 2 into 2. So it is 7 plus how much 31 into 2? It is 62. Isn't that? So ultimately how much are we getting? 69. So therefore T32 is 69. I hope this is clear. Now let's go to next question. Question number 16. Find three numbers in AP whose sum is 15 and whose product is 105. Please remember one thing. Whenever we are said three numbers in AP, we suppose them as A minus D, A and A plus D. So this is first number, this is second number, and this is third number. I repeat, whenever three numbers in AP are said, we generally suppose A minus D, A and A plus D. We can suppose in other way as well, but this is the simplest supposition. Our calculation becomes easy if we suppose this way. Is this clear? If you want, you can suppose them as A plus D, A plus 2D as well. But the best one is this supposition. But keep in mind, in this supposition, the A that we have considered is not a first term. It is not a first term. But D is common difference. I repeat, A is not the first term and but D is common difference. Okay. So solution, you will say let the three numbers in A, B, B, A minus D, A and A plus D. Is this clear? Then therefore by question, what has question said? Question said three numbers in AB whose sum is 15. Means the sum of these three numbers, this plus this is 15. So by question A minus D plus A plus A plus D is equal to 15. When we simplify the left hand side, what are we getting? We are getting 3A because minus D and plus D will be cancelled. So 3A is equal to 15. Therefore, A is equal to how much? 5. We got the value of A as 5. Again by question, whose product is 105. So again by question, A minus D into A plus D is equal to 105. Or we can write this as, this is A minus D, it is A plus D. We can write this as A square minus D square. Please don't forget to put bracket over here. Into A is equal to 105. Or A we have calculated. How much is A? A is 5. So it is 5 square minus D square into 5 is equal to 105. Is this clear? After this, or we can write this as 25 minus D square equal to 105 divided by 5. It is 21. Isn't this? Or we can write this as 25 minus 21 equal to D square. Or it is D square equal to 4. It means or D is equal to plus minus square root of 4, which is equal to plus minus 2. Is this clear? So we got two values of D. One D is plus 2 and next D is minus 2. Okay, after this, when D is equal to plus 2 and A is equal to 5, the three terms are, what did we suppose? We supposed A minus D, A and A plus D. Isn't that? That is A. How much is A? A is 5. How much is D? D is 2. So it is 5 minus 2, comma 5, and it is 5 plus 2. Isn't this? That is 3, 5 and 7. Again, when D is equal to minus 2 and A is equal to 5, the three terms are A minus D, A and A plus D. That is A is 5 and minus D. D is minus 2, comma A is 5 and 5 plus D. D is minus 2. That is, it is 5 plus 2 7. It is 5 and it is 3. So here we get three numbers as 3, 5, 7, and here we get three numbers as 7, 5, 3, which are same. So therefore the three numbers in AP are 3, 5 and 7. That's all. Now let's go to next question. Question number 17. The sum of the three numbers in AP is 21 and the product of their extremes is 45. Find the numbers. So as said, whenever three numbers in AP are said, we generally suppose them as A minus D, A and A plus D. Isn't it? Where A is not the first term. Please keep in mind. But D represents common difference. Again, there is a word extremes. Extremes means which are at a corner. A minus D and A plus D. So these two numbers are extremes because they are in the corner. One is in left corner, other is in right corner. Is this clear? Okay, let's go to the question. So we'll suppose let the three numbers in AP be A minus D, A and A plus D, where A is any term and D is common difference. Now, therefore, by cohesion, what is cohesion said? The sum of three numbers is 21. It means A minus D plus A plus A plus D is 21, or it is 3A equal to 21. Why 3A? Because minus D and plus D will be cancelled. Therefore, A is equal to 7. Again, by cohesion. Cohesion as said, the product of their extremes is 45. So extremes means one extreme is A minus D and next extreme is A plus D. Product means multiplication. So their product is 45. Or we just found the value of A. A is 7. So it is 7 minus D, 7 plus D equal to 45. Let's simplify the left hand side. It is 7 square minus D square. Isn't this equal to 45? Or it is 49 minus D square equal to 45. After this, we can write 49 minus 45 is equal to D square. So we get 4 is equal to D square. So therefore D is equal to plus minus 2. I hope you got this one. If you have confusion, please refer to question number 16. Okay, now when D is equal to 2, A equal to how much? 7. The three numbers are A minus D, A and A plus D. That is how much? 7 minus 2, 7 and 7 plus 2, which is equal to 5, 7 and 9. Isn't this? Similarly, when D is equal to minus 2 and A is equal to 7, we get the numbers as we get A minus D, A plus D. How much is A? A is 7, 7 minus minus 2 and then 7, then 7 plus minus 2. So which is ultimately how much? 9, 7 and 5. Is this clear? So at last our answer is, therefore the required numbers are 5, 7, 9, or you can mention 9, 7, 5 as well. Is this clear? Okay, now let's go to next question. Question number 18. The sum of three numbers in AP is 21 and the sum of their squares is 197. Find the middle number. Before I begin this question, let me give one concept. Suppose we have two numbers, 5 and 7. If I say you the sum of the squares of 5 and 7, the sum of the squares of 5 and 7, it means 5 square plus 7 square. Sum of the square of 5 and 7. But if I say the square of the sum of 5 and 7, the square of the sum of 5 and 7, it means 5 plus 7 whole square. Square of the sum of 5 and 7. So I hope this is clear. So be careful. Square of sum and sum of square, they have different meaning. Please be cautious whenever you come across this kind of situation. Okay, now let's go to our question. Again, it has said three terms. So we'll suppose let the three numbers in AP be A minus D, A and A plus D, where A is first term. Is it? No. Where A is any term and D is what? D is common difference. Is this clear? So by question, what has question said? The sum of three numbers in AP is 21. It means A minus D plus A plus A plus D is 21, or it is 3A is equal to how much? 21. Is this clear? Okay, after this A is equal to 7. I hope this is clear. Okay, again by question. Again by question. It has said sum of their squares. So this one should we take or this one should we take? Of course, we should take this one. Okay, so sum of their squares. It means A minus D square plus A square plus A plus D square is equal to 197. Is this clear? Okay, now let's simplify this one. Or it is, now how much is A minus D square? Is it A square minus D square? No, it is A square minus 2AD plus D square. Isn't this? So let's apply the formula. It is A square minus 2AD plus D square. This A square is copied. Plus, now again it is A plus D square. So what is the formula for A plus D square? It is A square plus 2AD plus D square is equal to 197. Let's simplify this one. Minus 2AD and plus 2AD cancelled. So we are left with or how much? 3A square, because A square is 3A square plus 2D square. Why? D square plus D square is equal to 197. Is this clear? Okay. After this, or 3 into a square. A we have already found. A is how much? 7. So 7 square plus 2d square is equal to 197. Or it is 3 into 7 square is 49 plus 2d square is equal to 197. Or it is how much? 3 into 49 is how much? It is 147 plus 2d square is equal to 197. Let's solve this for d. Or it is 2d square equal to 197 minus 147. Or it is d square, sorry, 2d square is equal to 50. Or d square is equal to 50 divided by 2, or d squared is equal to 25. Therefore, d is equal to plus minus 5. Is this clear? Okay. So we got the value of d as plus minus 5. It means we have got two values of d. So when d is equal to plus 5 and a is equal to 7, the numbers are a minus d, a and a plus d. That is 7 minus 5, then 7 and 7 plus 5. Isn't this? So it is 2, 7 and 12. Now when d is equal to minus 5 and a is equal to 7, the numbers are a minus d, a and a plus d. So a minus d means 7 minus minus 5, comma 7, and it is 7 plus minus 5. So it is how much? 12, then 7, and the last one is how much? 2. So at last, therefore, the numbers are 2, 7 and 12. That's it. Now let's go to next question. Question number 19. Find four numbers in AP whose sum is 32 and sum of squares is 276. Now, till previous numbers, we were given three numbers in AP and we suppose them as a minus d, a and a plus d. But now we are given four numbers in AP. So whenever four numbers in AP are given, for simplicity, we suppose them as a minus 3d, then a minus d, then a plus d, then a plus 3d. This is the simplest supposition. If you suppose this way, our simplification becomes easy. But even if you want, you can suppose them as a, a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d as well. Both the suppositions will work, but this is better than any other suppositions. Is this clear? Okay, so let me continue. Solution. Find four numbers in AP. So we'll say let the four numbers in AP be a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, and a plus 3d. Is this clear? Where, what is a? Where a is first term? No, where a is any term and d is common difference. Is this clear? Okay. So after this, my question has said whose sum is 32. It means a minus 3d plus a minus d plus a plus d plus a plus 3d is equal to 32. The sum of four numbers means this number plus this number plus this number plus this number is 32, or minus 3d and plus 3d cancelled, plus d and minus d cancelled. Ultimately, we are getting 4a is equal to 32, which gives us a as equal to 8. Is this clear? Okay. Again, my question. A minus 3d whole square plus a minus d whole square plus a plus d whole square plus a plus 3d whole square is equal to 276. Now let's open the bracket. We know the formula for a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square, and the formula for a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square, isn't this? So here we have a minus b whole square, so it is a square minus 6ad plus 9d square. Then here it is a square minus 2ad plus d square, plus here we have a square plus 2ad plus d square. Here we have a square plus 6ad plus 9d square is equal to 276. Now minus 6ad and plus 6ad cancelled, minus 2ad and plus 2ad cancelled. So we are left with 4a square plus 20d square equal to 276, isn't it? Please take your time to go through this line. Now we can further simplify this as taking 4 common. 4 is common, then it is a square plus how much? 5d square equal to 276. It implies a square plus 5d square is equal to 276 by how much? By 4. And how much is 276 by 4? It is uh, 69. Isn't this? Please take your time to calculate. Okay. Now after this, we know a is equal to 8. A is equal to 8. So therefore, this a square plus 5d square equal to 69 will become a square. A square means 8 square plus 5d square is equal to 69, or it is 64 plus 5d squared is equal to 69, or it is 5d squared equal to how much? It is 5, or it is d squared equal to 1. Therefore, d is equal to plus minus 1. Now after this, when a is equal to 8 and d is equal to plus 1, the Four numbers are a minus 3d, comma a minus d, comma a plus d, and a plus 3d. That is, how much is a? 8. So 8 minus 3 into 1, isn't this? Then 8 minus 1, it is 8 plus 1, and it is 8 plus 3 into 1. That is how much? It is 8 minus 3, 5, and it is 7, then 9, and then how much? 11. Is this clear? Similarly, when a is equal to 8 and d is equal to minus 1, the four numbers in AP are a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, and a plus 3d. That is 8 minus 3 into minus 1. It is 8 minus minus 1. It is 8 plus minus 1. And it is 8 plus 3 into minus 1. So that is how much will this give? It will give 11. Then will come 9. Then comes 7. And at last we get how much? 5. So at last you will say, therefore the four numbers in AP are 5, 7, 9, and 11. Even you can say the four numbers in AP are 11, 9, 7, and 5. Is this clear? Okay, let's go to next question. Question number 20. Divide 32 into 4 parts which are in AP such that the product of extremes is 2, the product of means is 7 is to 15. Before I begin this question, here is one example. Suppose I have 15. I will divide 15 into 2 parts, 7 and 8. When I add these 2 parts, of course I must get 15 because 15 has been divided into 2 parts. So when these parts are added, it must give 15. Similarly, if I divide 15 into 3 parts, let's say 3, 5, and 7. So when these 3 parts are added, they must give 15 or not. Is this concept clear? Okay. So now let's go to our question. We are asked to divide 32 into 4 parts, which are in AP. So we will say, let the 4 parts of 32 be a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, and a plus 3d. As said, if 15 is divided into 2 parts, and when those 2 parts are added, it must again give 15. So here 32 has been divided into 4 parts. So when these 4 parts are added, they must give 32. Isn't it? Okay. So therefore, by equation a minus 3d plus a minus d plus a plus d plus a plus 3d is equal to 32. Is this clear? Okay. Now minus 3d plus 3d cancelled, minus d plus d cancelled. So we are left with 4a is equal to 32. So on simplification we get a as 8. Is this clear? Again, Again, by equation, it is said the product of extremes is to the product of means. Already discussed, suppose we have numbers A, B, C and D. The numbers which are at corners, they are said to be extremes. So in this case, A and D are extremes, whereas B and C are said to be means. Is this clear? So product of extremes means A into D, and product of means mean B into C. Is this clear? So here by question, the product of extremes means A minus 3D into A plus 3D is 2. Is 2 means divide. This is 2 means divide. Divided by what? Divided by product of means. That is A minus D into A plus D is equal to 7 is to 15. Is this clear? Or it is A squared minus 9D squared over A square minus D square is equal to 7 over 15. Is this clear? After this, we know the value of A is 8. So, or it is 8 square minus 9D square over 8 square minus D square is equal to 7 over 15. Or 64 minus 9D square over 64 minus D square is equal to 7 over 15. Or on cross multiplication, it is 15 in bracket 64 minus 9D square equal to 7 in bracket 64 minus D square. Is this clear? Now please simplify this one. So 15 into 64, it is 960 minus 15 into 9, it is 135. 135 D square. Okay, equal to, now the 7 into 64, how much? It is 448 minus 7D square. Or now 960 minus 448 is equal to minus 7D square plus 135D square. Or how much is 960 minus 448? It is 512 equal to, now 135 minus 7D square is 128D square. Isn't this? So after this, 512 will be divided by 128 equal to D square. Or we know 128 ones are, 128 fours are 512, isn't that? So we are getting D square is equal to 4, which implies D is equal to plus minus 2. Is this clear? So when D is equal to plus 2 and A is equal to 8, the four numbers are A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. That is how much? A is 8. 8 minus 3 into 2, comma 8 minus 2, comma 8 plus 2, comma 8 plus 3 into 2. That is how much? It is 2, it is 6, it is 10, and this one is 14, isn't it? Again, when D is equal to -2 and A is equal to 8, the four numbers are A minus 3D, comma A minus D, comma A plus D, comma A plus 3D. Isn't this? So you put the values and ultimately you will get 14, 10, 6 and 4. You have to put the values over here on your own. Is this clear? So ultimately the four numbers are 2, 6, 10 and 14. It means when we divide 32, we are getting 2, 6, 10, 14. Is this clear? Okay, now let's go to next question. Question number 21. The sum of three numbers in AP is 12 and the sum of their cubes is 288. Find the largest of those three numbers. So as usual, we'll suppose three numbers in AP as how much? A minus D, A and A plus D. Isn't this my equation? The sum of those three numbers. So therefore by equation A minus D plus A plus A plus D is equal to 12. Isn't this? So it is minus D plus D cancelled. 3A is equal to 12. It implies A is equal to 4. Is this clear? Okay, we found the value of A. Again, the second condition, the sum of their cubes. So again, by equation, sum of their cubes, it means A minus D whole cube plus A cube plus A plus D whole cube is equal to 288. Or we know A minus D whole cube is A cube minus 3A square D plus 3A D square minus D cube. Isn't this? Now this plus A cube copied as it is. Now plus. Now it is A plus D whole cube. So it is A cube plus 3A square D plus 3A D square plus D cube. And right hand side 288 same to same. Now this minus D cube plus D cube cancelled. Minus 3A square D plus 3A square D cancelled. So ultimately we are left with A cube, A cube, A cube. That is 3A cube and then plus 6AD squared is equal to 288. Is this clear? Now what can be done? We can just take 3 and 3 common from here. So it is A cube plus 2AD square is equal to 288 divided by 3. The 3 that was taken common is taken to other side to divide. Isn't this? So it is how much? It is 3 nines are 27 and 3 sixes are 18. Is this clear? Now, or A. How much is A? A is 4. So we can write it as 4 cubed plus 2 into 4 into D square, or 4 cube is 64 plus 8 D square is equal to 96, or it is 8D square is equal to 96 minus 64. How much is 96 minus 64? It is 32. Isn't this? It is 32. Now after this, we have d squared equal to 32 over 8. So d square is equal to 4. Therefore, d is equal to plus minus 2. I hope this is clear. Now we need to find those three terms. Therefore, the three numbers in AP are a minus d, a, and a plus d. Isn't that? That is, how much is a? A is 4. So 4 minus 2, and again a, 4, and then 4 plus how much? 2. Remember, here we have taken a as 4 and d as plus 2. Okay, you should mention. I didn't mention because I have already taught you how to write. You can please refer to the previous numbers. Okay, so that is 2, 4, and 6. Similarly, when you take a as 4 and d as minus 2, you will get the three numbers as how much? 6, 4, and 2. Is this clear? So at last you will mention language. Therefore, the three numbers in AP are 2, 4, and 6. Or you can say the three numbers in AP are 6, 4, and 2. I hope this is also clear.